Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Pete. It is Wednesday, January 24th, 2024, here in studio. So, we today we're going to talk about picking your different exercises that you got. This is episode 7 in this Inspired Americans Personal Armor series. I may be coughing just a little bit, getting over some things. A lot of people here in the Western New York area have it, but should be good. Got my water all ready to go if I do need it. Picking your routine is really tough. Excuse me, and I apologize. It's really tough because even for people who have been in this for a long time, it's tough because you gotta kind of commit to what it is you're going to do. And that even just for that one workout, what I have found to be really beneficial and advantageous, you got to put a schedule together. If you put that schedule together for your day, what those exercises are going to be, and which body parts you're going to work. We've talked about that before. Push and pull, light, a little bit heavier, whatever it is that you're going to incorporate into your personal routine. But putting together that schedule, even for the week, and then throughout the course of the month is really, really advantageous. It does a couple of things. It allows your mind to just settle in, and throughout the course of the day, you're not like, what am I going to do? Which workout am I going to do? How long am I going to do it? What am I going to do tomorrow? You already know it. Having that schedule be huge. And as we start to build these different exercises for you, you're just going to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do 3 of these today or 1 of these during this routine. And I'm going to be, excuse me. Cheers. So professional. We but it is really going to be beneficial to you to do all of that. And even, I encourage you to take a look at other video series to find out, what types of exercises they're using for their routines. And that's really it. Schedule it, have your little exercise, have your exercises written out. And if you can do that for a week, a month, it'll really settle your mind in, as opposed to, if you don't put it down, you don't do it. All of a sudden, your morning is gone, your afternoon's gone, your evening's gone. Before you know it, you haven't done any of your exercises that you're supposed to do. And okay, so what you do is the exercise that we have today, I'm just going to rotate this a little bit here for you so you'll be able to see, so I don't go off camera. Now, we got just our trusty old handle and our 50 pound band. Yeah, you can use whatever you need to use for this. Nice 5 pound band, 10 pound band, that'll be great. Key is going to be form. Now, I like a lot of these straight armed exercises. It really develops all of, the stabilizer muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, and just the connective tissues. Really, really great stuff. And then again, your core, your abs, you're getting like that nice little ab workout, bonus ab workout, your love handles, which I have, and then, your back, your lower back, and just the whole core. Really, really nice. So what you want to do is get your arm, I'll turn this a little bit more. You want to get your arm out straight, just like that. You want to get some tension on the band, all right? It's at shoulder height, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to pull that right over to the center of your chest, and that's going to be it. And you're going to do that, like I say, I like to try to do this for 25 reps, but you're going to hold that straight out, back as far as you can go, and then you're going to bring that all the way over to the front of your chest with all that tension on it. You just got to go a little bit further out, but just like that. Nice and slow with both movements. That's the way I like to do it. Oh shoot, let's stay over here. We got the little tree. The bonus tree. So I like to do it that way, slow both ways, both directions. It really focuses in on the muscle and gets the muscle fibers to activate. One of the really important things, I'm looking at my notes here, diet. Diet is a very big thing with your workout. After you're done working out, you want to get the grams of protein in that. For me, if whatever I weigh, so, let's just say I'm 230, 235, that I want to make sure I'm getting in, 4 or 5 meals throughout the course of the day. I balance it out. That's what works for my body type. But for your body type, excuse me, it's going to be completely different. You know your body type, and take the time to learn more and more about your body type. How it is that eating, for your body type is serving you. But the key is, and what I mean by that is, what times during the day are you eating? How much are you eating? The key for working out and experiencing gains is protein, protein. And you want to get balance that with some carbs. Now, for me, let's just say I would try to get about a quarter of my daily protein intake after doing an exercise, after doing a routine like this. And what that would mean is I would try to get about 60 grams of protein. And you go, Pete, well, how can you do that? Well, this is how you do it. Eggs, in the morning, believe it or not, each egg is about 6 grams of protein. And you put a little bit of milk in there. And your weight is going to be different. If you're 150 pounds, let's just say, and you're going to break that into 4 different meals, well, you only got to get about 38 grams of protein into you. So you can have 3 eggs, that's 18. You have a couple pieces of bread for your carbs, that's going to put you at about 26 grams of protein. You have a little bit of milk, 8 grams added in there, you're at 34. And you have just a little bit of meat, you're at 40. It's literally that simple to get those grams of protein and that carbs. And, eat clean, definitely eat clean. Start to drop off. We'll talk about those things in other videos. But for me, it works really, really well knowing what those grams of protein are. And excuse me, in everything that I'm eating. It's very, very important. So, my notes went off. All kinds of professional. I'm losing it. So, but you're going to get to know that stuff. And the eggs are, like I said, about 6 grams of protein. Most of your chickens, and I can't remember how it breaks down, and I don't want to misspeak. I'm going to read. I just know how much chicken I got to eat. I usually eat about anywhere from an eighth to a quarter pound of chicken, which would be anywhere from 2 ounces to 4 ounces of chicken. And that, I believe, the 4 ounces gives me about 30 grams of protein with chicken. So you break that down. You don't want to overeat, but you want to make sure that you're eating the amount of food that you need to replenish your body and repair it. That's the key. You're getting those proteins and those carbohydrates in. And you say, oh, Pete, well, what about all those supplements? I don't use supplements. I've only very rarely ever used whey protein. I used vegetable protein for a while. I don't like that. I don't like the way it affects my body, my energy levels. I really enjoy just eating your normal foods. And just as you saw, you could get to that very easily. So if I've got to get to 60 grams of protein, if I have a 4-ounce piece of chicken, if I eat 5 eggs is 30 grams of protein. If I have about 4 pieces of toast along with that, right there's 46 grams of protein. Now, if I have a glass of milk, I'm at 54, even a little bit more than that. I'm already getting up to my 60 before I even have my piece of chicken. So I try to keep everything compartmentalized that way, and it's really, really helpful. The song Bryan Adams, for me, I do enjoy some of it. And I was just listening to the radio yesterday. You can't help but say, man, people like Bryan Adams, that Canadian guy. You're like, yeah, man, he's got some good. So Pandora, I like listening to him sometimes. I don't know if that'll help you or not, but sometimes we forget about these artists, but Bryan Adams, for me, he's got some hard driving music, believe it or not, that you'd be like, oh yeah, this is good. And then Pandora will lead you to a whole bunch of other people. Shamers at the gym. It's so unfortunate. And I love what Mitchell Hooper is doing right now. I really, really do. I love him, lift heavy, be kind, because in this, so many people get away from lifting because there are shamers at the gym, and they'll ridicule you, they'll mock you, they'll shame you for whatever reasons, and it is unfortunate that that's the case. So we're really hoping that, Mitchell and others who are calling attention to this, that everybody will start to feel like they're welcome when they're working out, at whether it's at the gym or, and of course at home. You're like, but the problem is sometimes you're working at home, you're not doing enough to get to the point where you need to. And hopefully hopefully by doing these video series, you'll be able to change all of that. My heroes that inspire me are moms that have families who they figure out how to get it done. I give them all the credit in the world, taking care of the family, driving everybody around, going to work, doing it, sometimes going to college, and then they are committed to their workouts. However they're able to do it. But I really appreciate all the moms and dads that are out there doing the same thing, but a lot of times moms have a little bit more on their plate than most dads. So thank you to all you moms that are out there doing such a great job. The daily wall sit for today is, if you can just take your home, I think we mentioned this, and keep it clean and organized, one room at a time, until you get to that point where you feel fresh. You come home and you're excited. Because a lot of times we have our homes not in the best shape, and when we do come home, we're like, I don't want to go back there. Create a space in your home where you do feel excited about getting back there, and that you don't have everything kind of weighing on you. You're gonna feel this huge transformation. Hope you enjoyed this video today. God bless, much love, take care, huge hugs. I will see you all soon, and most importantly, stay healthy. God bless.